What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today for another edition of This Week in the NFL. It's our weekly series here on YouTube where we talk about everything going on in the National Football League. And this week we're doing it over some Madden Ultimate Team gameplay, so enjoy the game, guys. We do have a quick winner to announce for the Doritos LaDainian Tomlinson giveaway that I did a couple weeks ago. The YouTube name or the winner of the drawing is Nova HD, so Nova HD. I'll be sending you a YouTube message shortly, so be on the lookout for that. For your winning code, congratulations, and for all of you who entered, thank you very much. We'll be doing more secret or unannounced giveaways very, very soon, so be on the lookout for those. Let's talk about what's going on in the NFL after this 99-yard interception return. Well, it wasn't 99 yards, but it was pretty damn pretty by me. So, let's get into things here. We got a lot to talk about. Let's start with the Seahawks. Cam Chancellor has finally rejoined his team. I'm happy that the Seahawks kind of put their foot in the ground and held firm. Cam had absolutely no reason to be asking for another contract. You just got one 2 years ago. I understand you feel like you might be worth more than you're getting, but if you would have sucked or not played as good, would have you gave money back? And that's one thing that kind of irks me. I mean, there was definitely a principle there, and I'm happy that the Seahawks stood firm and basically kind of won the holdout there, and Cam is back. He needs to come back and help his team, who is 0-2 right now. Jimmy Graham, the new addition to the Seahawks, came out this week and said he's not really liking his role in the offense, and I don't know, man. I just guess when he went there, it didn't seem like the great fit. I mean, it's great for video games, but Jimmy Graham and the Seahawks just didn't seem like the great match. The Saints are struggling with their red zone offense. The Seahawks are struggling with their offensive line. I don't think either of those teams really needed to make that trade, and maybe if they could, they'd take it back. So let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys. They are without basically their two superstars, Tony Romo and Dez Bryant. We knew about Dez's foot injury last week, but Romo gets hurt against my Eagles and is going to be out till I believe at least week 11. And I want to know, do you guys think the Cowboys can survive with Brandon Weeden as quarterback? Do you think he's going to be able to keep them in the race for the NFC East title? I'm not sure. My Eagles look awful. They looked terrible Sunday. The defense played great. They only gave up 6 first-half points, and the team had many shots to win that game or at least keep that game close, and just stupid turnovers and weird things happening. The offense looked absolutely terrible. The offensive line was just by far the worst I've ever seen in a very long time. But I'm not stressing too much at the 0-2 start because I think the NFC East is still wide open now with Dez and Romo being out. I mean, hell, even the Redskins are playing pretty good football. They almost beat the Dolphins in week 1, looked great in week 2, ran the ball very well. Kirk Cousins was very efficient in that game. And the Redskins are 1-1, Giants 0-2, blow another lead to the Falcons, who are 2-0. It's going to be a good game tonight. I'm certainly going to be watching it. For my own rooting purposes and being an Eagles fan, I got to root for the Giants because I would like to see the Redskins get their second loss. So, at least we can tie them if we're able to beat the Jets this week, which is going to be a mighty tough task because the Jets are playing great football. Todd Bowles, man, hell of a coach. He was with the Eagles. I believe he was a secondary coach a couple years ago when Andy Reid was still there, and Juan Castillo was the defensive coordinator. He got fired, or they had him step down like 4 weeks or 5 weeks into the season, and this was a season where the Eagles ended up going 4-12, and Bowles took over as defensive coordinator, and they didn't really improve, and I think it was kind of unfair to him. So he goes to Carolina when Chip Kelly comes to Philly. He goes to Arizona when Chip Kelly comes to Philly and becomes Arizona's defensive coordinator. Did a great job there, earned himself a head coaching job, and he has that Jets defense playing just unbelievable. They looked really good against the Colts on Monday Night Football. They forced 10 turnovers in just 2 games this season, and it's going to be a tough task for my team to beat them this week. Hopefully they can pull it off. I was looking at the standings, and it's amazing. The Ravens, the Colts, the Eagles, the Lions, the Saints, and the Seahawks all 0-2. So which one of those teams is going to get their first win this week? You guys let me know in the comment section. And then lastly, we'll talk about the Browns. Johnny Manziel came in and just did his thing, man. He only threw like 14 passes. So clearly the Browns team, coaches didn't really trust him throwing the ball too much. But I don't agree with the decision to bring McNown back as the starter. I think Johnny Manziel should be starting for that team, and I don't understand the Browns' decision-making right there. Saints in trouble. We mentioned them. Drew Brees hurt, might be missing some games. I think he might be playing this week. Last I know, he didn't practice. And the Packers and Cardinals look really, really good. I just did want to mention them. So lastly, we'll do our upset picks of the week. We went 1-2 last week, so that gives us a 3-3 record so far on the season. This week, I'm going with the Lions +3 at home, the Rams +1 at home, and the Eagles +2 against the Jets. Let me know your 3 upset picks for the week. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Popular Stranger, and I'm out. Peace.